Hello, my name is Leif Myer, and this is my project 2 for the living paintbrush. I'm going to go ahead and load this back up. So first you start with a purple screen, and when you press C, you can wave your hands over the leap motion, and it'll give you a basis of where your fingertips are. This is what I left in from the interaction tutorial, and I also left in the particles because I thought they were really cool, just kind of floating around, and you can create really cool, nifty designs, but that's the stuff that we've already had, so let me get rid of that. So originally what I wanted to do is create this like 3D rendered terrain that you can kind of manipulate by using your hands, but it turned out that was a lot harder than I thought. So I'm just going to stick within the 2D context for now, and using your hands you can create these different shapes. So like for one example, here is something you'd see maybe from like some sort of music video or something, like these speakers moving up and down, and you can move your hands, and you can get some pretty cool and neat motions just by playing with how your fingers go up and down. And if you also press C again, it'll remember or it'll allow the pixels to bleed, so you can keep kind of moving your hands and create these really interesting shapes. Slowly go down, it kind of fades. So yeah, I'm going to clear this, and now we're going to start with something else. We're going to do, this is another shape. This is the same principle, except this is just using lines connecting the points, so you can kind of create some interesting designs by just kind of waving your hands around. There are a few artifacts. I think that's just because the input, or it might like lose track of where a fingertip is or whatever. But for the most part, it's pretty cool. Yeah, like right there. This is what it looks like with the refresh. You can also add things together, so here is kind of the both of them together. Looks kind of weird. There's more artifacts, but you could create kind of interesting waves and patterns, or cascading effects. Okay, I'm going to clear that again. Another one is, this is connected just using curves between the two lines. So it's weird, kind of, if you just move your fingers around, create these interesting kind of waves and shapes and motions just by using your fingers. And here's like allowing the screen to bleed, starting to spread out and going in. So yeah, you can create these kind of interesting designs either using one hand or two hands. This is just me using one hand right now. If you bring a second hand in, then more curves show up. Another one that I added was you can create these weird kind of blobs between your hands. This is just with one hand. You can twist them around and do this, and if you let them bleed, then you can see them start changing and stuff like that. And this, I think, works really well with one of the other designs, like this one. But let's use this one. This one's kind of cool. So create kind of some cascading effect, and then use these cool blobs and kind of twist them around on screen. Go ahead and clear it. Let's try one more. Smudge detected. Get away. Oh, and now I think it just broke. Okay. Reload it. But yeah, that's pretty much my project. Let's see if we can get one more design to show up.
Yeah, like maybe like 950 or so. No, I wish.
So yeah, you can kind of create these really weird, like abstract splotches of paint just by using your hands. And that's my project.